good debut for you. Just how to feel out there. You look pretty poised on that first drive.
It was good. It was good. Definitely some things to work on still, but it was fun to be out there, live action, and bullets are really flying. It's a little different when you play quarterback. Even when you practice against another team, they can't tackle you in practice, and they can now. So just the added level of, the juice is a little more. So it was a lot of fun to be out there.
You mentioned how picking the brains of Boyer, Garoppolo, sort of just feeding off them, even if they're not saying anything to you, just sort of reading their body language and their vibes. Did you think of any of that in the game time? Were you able to apply some of that?
Yeah, when you play, sometimes during practice, you might not get a rep of a specific play that you're going to run in the game, and so you have to learn through watching somebody else. And so I try, on every rep to act like I'm in there, to go through it like I'm in there, even if I'm not in practice. And like I said, those guys do a good job. They don't have to, but they do. They talk to me, and they don't give me the cold shoulder and just let me figure it out for themselves. They slow it down for me when they need to and help me a lot. So I appreciate them a lot.
First NFL touchdown pass. What did you see on that play, and how'd that feel?
Yeah, it was split safety, and we had a play call for split safety, and Keelan did a good job running the route. Trey was outside and did a good job of running his route hard, and it was pretty wide open, so just tried to make a good pass.
You finished the day 15 of 18, but 2 of the passes were drop passes. Did you picture yourself having the kind of day that you had?
Like I said, you just kind of hope to go out there and do your best and see what happens. Not worried about the stats. There's more things than just the stats, and especially responsibility in the run game and stuff like that I know I need to improve on. So I know I have a lot of work to go still.
It seemed like you remained pretty calm when you were pressured out there. What goes into keeping that and not panicking when you do have some heat coming your way?
I think it's our offensive line. I think they did a great job. They all week in practice too did a great job while I was in there, and while our other Qs were in there, and they're just working really hard. The coaches are hard on the offensive line, and they don't get a lot of the glory sometimes, and so they're the reason we can even run play or pass play. We can even start a play, and so the offensive line did a great job.
We always hear how hard it is to pick up this offense. It looks like you've done it somewhat quickly. Like, what's enabled your success so far, and how far is there still to go?
There's still a long way to go. It's a preseason game, so it's somewhat abbreviated, and it was a good first time, but there's still a long way to go.
Samir said you're pretty loud in the huddle. Is that just trying to be clear with the communication? Or?
I'm trying to find the balance of being loud, but also showing the guys that I'm calm and relaxed, and definitely still trying to find that balance of being intense. And it was loud today. Our crowd showed out and did a great job. So yeah, sometimes I gotta get out there and get a little louder.
What got the jitters out? Getting hit or the first completion?
That's a good question. I think honestly I went out there pretty excited. I was, the first time we went out there in warm-ups and just running out in the NFL jersey, I think is really when a lot of the jitters went away. Just to be out there and hear the crowd, yell and everything like that. And so obviously you get into the flow of the game with the completions and getting hits a couple times. Those help, but I was pretty confident today, and just trying to do my job.
When I touched down to Keelan, kind of what did you see there, in terms of how you knew that it would be successful?
Yeah, like I said, we had a good call versus the defense. And they played a certain defense that made a really good call, and our guys did a good job blocking. Guy outside, Trey, ran off really well, and the guy inside, Keelan, did a great job running his route to perfection.
I've seen guys not give up that ball after their first touchdown. I've seen you kind of casually toss it away pretty quick. Are you going to get that? Any plans for it?
No. I think I might be fine if I do that. So I'm gonna just make sure I'm dressed appropriately and give all the balls back. I'm not trying to catch a fine.
Let's do 2 more, guys. 2 more.
You talked earlier this week about one of the biggest differences going from college to the pros is the speed of the game. And did it feel like it slowed down for you just fine today and processing everything?
I still, like I said, there's stuff I need to work on and stuff that I didn't pick up on that I missed, but the coaches do a great job in practice to try to prepare us like it's a game, and they try to push the pace and the tempo, and obviously the game reps are different and they're priceless, but I think it's kudos to the coaches for doing such a good job of trying to prepare us.
Did it seem to have slowed down like when you were at Purdue a little bit? I noticed some checks, some changes, especially after the first drive. It just seemed like you were calm and felt comfortable.
I think it's I'm just trying to do my job as best I can. I think there's more responsibility I have at the line of scrimmage here than I did at Purdue, and so there's no space for complacency or not being locked in. You have to be locked in order to succeed. So I'm just trying to be locked in on every play.
All right, thanks guys. Thanks, Ed.